Coming up on the Q30 Newscast, how students are being encouraged to participate in the upcoming elections.
Plus, Hamden may be making some changes to off-campus housing regulations.
All this and more coming up on the Q30 Newscast.
Live from the Ed McMahon Center, this is the Q30 News Nightcast.
Good evening and welcome to the Q30 Newscast. I'm Liv Dufault.
And I'm Zach Blanchard. We start with some breaking news tonight out of Hamden. For that, we turn now to our local news correspondent, Amanda Hoskins. Amanda?
Thanks, Zach. Quinnipiac's student housing regulations could soon have drastic changes. That is, if a list of new proposals by Hamden's Planning and Zoning Commission are accepted. According to the New Haven Register, the 6 proposed amendments were presented last night at a special meeting. Some of these amendments were rather small, but others could make a real impact. One proposed a tighter requirement for new student housing permits, saying the landlord must permanently live at the rental property in order to apply. Another suggests as part of the lease, students must sign saying they have read the Hamden zoning student housing regulations. If students neglect to follow them, well, their lease could end. But perhaps the largest proposal of all was the suggestion of a university zone that would stretch from the east side of Whitney Avenue to include a large part of New Road and Lucian Avenue. It would potentially give the university the option of building more within that space. Now, according to the Register, the hearing about the amendments will be in December. This means that the moratorium on Quinnipiac student housing will be extended until January to allow for the hearings.
The first Hamden mayoral debate was held at the Hamden Public Library on Monday.
The debate between the current mayor and Democratic candidate Kurt Bolzano-Lang and the Republican candidate Bob Anthony. Residents of Hamden are unhappy with the town. The candidates addressed their concerns like high taxes and the dropping property values.
But among all the problems that have been upsetting residents, issues involving Quinnipiac University seem to dominate the conversation. Anthony talked about the ongoing problems with students living in privately owned homes and residential neighborhoods, which have caused issues regarding partying.
Things are starting to change, though. A few weeks ago, Lang and President Leahy met, and Lang told residents, quote, "There are positive things that are happening, and they are going to happen now."
Student body president Johnny Atkin is encouraging Quinnipiac students to vote in the upcoming mayoral election. Since this is an off-year election, all votes casted will be significant. Atkin is urging all students to fill out a voter registration form and bring it to the SGA suite by October 27th. SGA will also be in the Student Center all day on Monday to help QU students to register in person. On the day of elections, Quinnipiac will provide transportation to Hamden polls. Elections will take place on November 3rd. Be sure to cast your vote. With course selection closely approaching, Q30's Courtney Courtright spoke to students and teachers and on their perspective on avoiding the dreaded 8 a.m.s.
It's that time of year again here at Quinnipiac, the course registration process. With November approaching, students have already sat down with their advisors to talk about what courses they may be taking. Students are ready and eager to pick their classes, just as long as they aren't 8 a.m.s.
Don't like them, haven't taken one yet. Definitely get a coffee in the morning.
I have to get up early, wait for the shuttle from York, and it's just a pain.
Nobody likes waking up earlier than they have to. No matter what the season, students hit the snooze button on the alarm for longer than they would like to. So how do students deal with these 8 a.m.s? Professor of Computer Information Systems Bruce Hallner explains not to worry about the 8 a.m.s.
Really need to take an 8 a.m., then you simply have to have the self-discipline to get up in the morning and do it, which usually translates into going to bed at night. And I know that's a foreign concept to most college students, but it's really something you have to do.
And journalism professor Ben Bagardis wants students to make sure they are picking classes that fit into their schedules.
If you do have an 8 a.m. class and there's no way to take that class later, if you need to take it this semester, just do it. You know, it's only 15 weeks. You can do anything for 15 weeks. So just do your best. Try to get up, try to get motivated to go to that class as much as possible.
But even with course selection right around the corner, here at Quinnipiac, our advisors are always here to help us.
Web Advisor really does work if you take the time to use it. Everybody, faculty included, would like a 2-day-a-week schedule where nothing starts before 10 o'clock and we're all out by 2. But that's not reality.
Don't just take a class because it fulfills a requirement. Just, oh, I need a social science class and this is a social science, so I'll take it. You know, take something you're interested in. Some people are morning people. They can do an 8 a.m. Some people aren't, and they shouldn't.
Connect with your advisor. Really take the time to get to know them and let them get to know you, because then the whole process works so much better. And it can be fun. Learning doesn't have to be difficult. It can actually be enjoyable.
I'm Courtney Courtwright, Q30 News.
Winning television director Linda Mendoza is coming to campus next week. Mendoza will perform her one-woman comedy, Cursed: My Road to Hollywood, in Buckman Theater on Monday. Raised in Detroit, she hopes to tell her story of a Mexican woman's rise to the top in an industry filled with hurdles. Mendoza has credits for her work in hit shows like 30 Rock, Gilmore Girls, and Ugly Betty. The event is free and open to the public.
General Manager of WQUN, Ray Anderson, has been elected to the Connecticut Broadcasters Association's Board of Directors. Anderson has been a part of WQUN since its founding in 1997, and he has nearly 30 years of experience in broadcasting. He strives to provide a sense of community in the New Haven County as the host of The Morning Show with Ray Anderson. As a new member of the Connecticut Broadcasters Association, Anderson will assist the CBA in connecting charitable and service organizations with radio and television stations. Anderson will serve a 3-year term beginning in January 2016.
And Quinnipiac ranked among nearly 200 schools for doing the most for students. The university placed 169 on the list, just above Marist and below Bryant. The rating was based on the number of students receiving Pell Grants, graduation rates of those students, and how much money they give to low and middle income students. But many have mixed reactions.
They try to do a good enough amount, but I think there's definitely, I've noticed, because I'm a freshman, been here for only a few months now, and I've noticed a little bit that they could do a little bit more with helping some kids. Some of my friends on financial aid even say that. I did get a good amount of aid, but I did have to push for it myself from the original amount of aid that I was offered. So that right there, they did give it to me, but you know, it showed that they could have given it to me originally, and I kind of had to like advocate for myself a little bit, which I encourage any student to do, but that did affect the way that I came to this school, because if it weren't for that, I probably wouldn't be going to this school.
The only reason I can come to this school is because of the scholarships I've gotten. However, I do know students that have said that they aren't receiving as much help as they wish they were receiving. There are students that have told me they're very much in debt, and they still haven't even gotten halfway through their school career. So,
I mean, for God's sake, I'm living here off my parents' wallet right now, and that'll only last so far, bless them. I need to find some scholarships like STAT, and God knows those aren't easy to find nowadays, well, with every kid needing financial aid because the schools aren't doing enough to help us.
The university's current endowment comes at roughly $37,000 per student. Still to come on the Q30 Newscast, Quinnipiac has changed their shuttle routes, and Hamden is missing out.
Plus, Amanda will be back to bring us our local news. And Alexa, what's the weather looking like this week?
It's actually pretty beautiful out. As you can see, it's 63 in New Haven tonight. The full weather forecast is coming when we come back.
Welcome to A Sheer Sensation, North Haven's premier cosmetology service, located at 140 Washington Avenue, minutes from Hamden. We offer an array of services, from basic cuts and colors to lash extensions and formaldehyde-free keratin treatments. We also provide hair chalk and styling for men. When you spend $60, your Q card will get you 10% off. Call us at 203-239-6477 to make your next appointment at A Sheer Sensation.
My name is Doug Thoreau. For nearly 90 years, 3 generations of my family have been providing the highest quality repair service. Insurance companies will refer car owners to lesser quality shops to save money. At Thoreau Auto Body, we provide the highest quality repairs with a lifetime guarantee to maintain the safety and value of your car. That's the quality you deserve. Thoreau Auto Body, our best work goes unnoticed.
Welcome to Joya Spa and Salon in Hamden. Whether you want a new look or the perfect wedding day hair, come to us for complete hair and nail care, cuts, styles, updos, extensions, and beautiful dimensional hair color, as well as manis and pedis, acrylics, gels, and shellac. Treat yourself to a facial, a peel, or microdermabrasion. Relax with a variety of massage techniques, including Swedish and hot stone massage. Joya Spa and Salon. Call today.
I could really go for a Ray and Mike's sub right now.
Come to Ray and Mike's and try our Philly chicken and cheese for just over $4. Giant cheesesteak subs and mouth-watering boar's head sandwiches for as low as $4.75. Q-Cash accepted just a mile down the road on Whitney, here at Ray and Mike's.
Quinnipiac's recent shuttle change has added more fuel to the fire in the feud between Hamden and the university. The shuttle that usually goes to the Hamden Plaza is now heading towards North Haven businesses. Kenesha McFadden has the latest.
Quinnipiac shuttles are now heading to North Haven instead of Hamden, and town officials are not happy about it.
It's a negativity we don't need. I think the businesses are hurt because I don't see why you would stop running the shuttle.
The change comes in the midst of an ongoing feud between the city and Quinnipiac. Although Quinnipiac attributes the change to a growing presence in North Haven, investing almost $300 million in its North Haven campus, Hamden Mayor Kurt Lang says it's just another petty gesture.
I actually don't think it's a petty gesture. I think it's actually more of a proactive way to create more of a relationship with the working community in North Haven. So I just think that it's a gesture to show that North Haven, that we're committed to a relationship with them.
Dale Krupp says it's too early to tell if the switch will affect Hamden businesses, but others say it won't be as significant.
I can't imagine that those numbers are really large, that have an actual impact on the community. If anything, it's taking a small portion of business away from those big corporations.
The Hamden shuttle change to North Haven may affect Hamden businesses, but how does this change affect the different types of Quinnipiac students?
The underclassmen, the freshmen and sophomore students without cars. It also impacts a group of international students. There's a large group of international students who live in the apartment complexes behind Walmart, and they no longer have public transportation access because of the cutoff of the shuttles. So I think that that's a concern that the university is looking into, absolutely, like they've told us that. So I think that like those are kind of the greater concerns for the students themselves rather than looking at it from the Hamden side.
Right now it's a political kind of football, and hopefully things will calm down. Hopefully the university could just restore some of the bus service to the shuttle service to the stores.
Kenesha McFadden, Q30 News.
With Halloween just around the corner, students came out for a pumpkin carving contest last Friday. The contest, part of Phi Sigma Sigma's Week of Philanthropy events, allowed students to show off their carving skills. The Q30 team won the competition and walked away with $500 to give to a charity of their choice. Phi Sigma Sigma wrapped up their week-long philanthropy events this Sunday, literally. The Oktoberfest event included a mummy wrapping competition, food trucks, and a costume contest. All proceeds go to the Phi Sigma Sigma Foundation that directly supports school and college readiness.
There have been a lot of questions raised when it comes to students in Hamden.
Amanda Hoskins has the stories making headlines around Connecticut. What's going on outside of Quinnipiac, Amanda?
Well, thanks, guys. Officials are still investigating after a fatal fall at the Central Power Plant at Yale. It happened Saturday morning. A worker for International Chimney fell 40 feet down the chimney he was working on. The New Haven fire chief says the man was trapped for about 30 minutes inside the chimney while crews scrambled to break the walls. An investigation is underway. It's expected to last several months. And as temperatures drop, you may start to turn on the heat in your off-campus apartments or house. But take caution if you're using a third party for your electric. According to NBC Connecticut, the Consumer Council says third-party electric suppliers are charging even more than the standard rate. Some customers were paying double and even triple the rates. But the good thing is the legislatures are listening. They aren't going to charge customers more than $50 if they want to switch after realizing how much they can save. And ESPN announced today they will be cutting 200 jobs from the Bristol branch. ESPN's president sent out a note this morning to employees explaining that lots of organizational changes need to be made. He said with those changes will be the loss of many positions. The overall company has about 7,000 employees worldwide. 4,000 of those operate out of the Bristol branch. ESPN did say they will provide at least 60 days notice as well as severance package and outplacement benefits to those who are let go. And if you've been thinking about studying abroad or just taking a trip to Ireland, luck is in your favor, at least if you want to get a direct flight out of Bradley Airport. Governor Malloy and Connecticut Airport Authority announced they have partnered with Aer Lingus, an Ireland-based airline, to bring these transatlantic flights back to Connecticut. It'll be the first time international flights take off from Bradley since 2008. The airline will start daily flights to Dublin next September. That's all for your news from around Connecticut. I'm Amanda Hoskins. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Amanda. In more local news, the Wood and Tap restaurant with locations throughout Connecticut is offering a $4 flux capacitor martini in honor of Back to the Future Day.
Coming up, Alexa Farrell has your full Q30 weather forecast. What's going on out there, Alexa?
Zach, it was beautiful out today. Did you guys get to go outside?
We did.
Best fall day yet this year. So I'm going to give you the entire 7-day forecast when we come back. We are your source for entertainment news.
Laser Medica Derma Centers is a new philosophy in skincare for all ages. We are dedicated to offering the most technologically advanced and least invasive skincare treatments. Show your Q card and receive 20% off any procedure. We also provide microdermabrasion and Botox treatments, all performed in a relaxing spa environment. We are conveniently located at 52 Washington Avenue in North Haven, just down the street from Quinnipiac's North Haven campus. Call to schedule a free consultation and find out how Laser Medica can give you smooth, sexy skin all year long.
Welcome back. Now for the weather forecast. So, national temperatures. We have a cold front coming in. Down in Denver, it's only 46 degrees, but it's not affecting us over in the east. As you can see, it's 68 degrees over in New York and 54 over in Boston. And then if we look, our temperatures today, it was absolutely beautiful out. It was 63 degrees today in New Haven. It's 65 in Waterbury and 64 in Meriden, and over on the shore it was 60 degrees in New London. The radar is absolutely clear, absolutely beautiful weather. Tonight's forecast is going to be 48 degrees and it's clear out. And temperatures for tomorrow, it's going to be 71 in New Haven, 73 and 72 in Waterbury. Over by the shore, it's going to be 70 degrees, so it's going to be probably just as beautiful tomorrow as it was today. And we're going to take a look at tomorrow's forecast. Right here in Hamden, it's going to be 72 degrees and sunny. So maybe just a light fall jacket is all you'll need. Light breeze, beautiful, perfect day, especially on the Quinnipiac campus. As we look at our 7-day forecast, tomorrow again it's going to be 72, maybe a little bit of clouds. Friday, beautiful day, it's going to drop into the low 60s. And then over the weekend, we're going to have 57, 62, and maybe a little bit of rain on Sunday. As we head into the early next week, we're going to have the high 50s and sunshine, so perfect fall days again. That's all for your forecast. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Alexa. And in entertainment news, Donald Trump is making waves yet again.
Plus, more Kardashian drama. Anna Sackle has your full entertainment update.
Thanks, guys. The show Homeland is being called out for racism. 3 street artists were hired to graffiti Arabic onto the set meant to look like a Syrian refugee camp in hopes of adding authenticity to it. But instead of creating an authentic look, the trio spray-painted messages saying things like, "Homeland is racist," and "Homeland is a joke." the artist said they felt that the show was creating a biased depiction of the Middle East and used this as an opportunity for sabotage. Donald Trump is under even more fire after he ditched Jimmy Kimmel and canceled his appearance on the live show on Tuesday. During the show, Kimmel explained what happened, saying Trump's people called the night before, and Trump had, quote, a major political commitment. Needless to say, Kimmel took advantage of the opportunity to crack a few jokes about the presidential hopeful. After he told the audience Trump was not coming, Kimmel joked, saying, "We told him there were cameras here, right?" 19-year-old singer Zendaya is fighting back after Modelist magazine posted altered pictures of the star. Zendaya, who often makes headlines for being a role model for positive body image and self-confidence for young girls, was quick to post a side-by-side image on Instagram outing the magazine for creating unrealistic ideals of beauty. The magazine then took down the image and corrected the retouches. And Lamar Odom and Khloe Kardashian have called off their divorce. This comes after Lamar was released from the hospital and after a near-fatal drug overdose. Khloe stayed by Lamar's side the entire time he was in the hospital, and now it looks like she will stay by his side for a while longer as they rehabilitate Lamar's health and their relationship. That's it for your entertainment news. I'm Anna Sackle. Now back to the desk.
Ahead on the Q30 Newscast, MJ Baird has your sports news.
Stay with us.
Welcome to A Sheer Sensation, North Haven's premier cosmetology service, located at 140 Washington Avenue, minutes from Hamden. We offer an array of services, from basic cuts and colors to lash extensions and formaldehyde-free keratin treatments. We also provide hair chalk and styling for men. When you spend $60, your Q card will get you 10% off. Call us at 203-239-6477 to make your next appointment at A Sheer Sensation.
My name is Doug Thoreau. For nearly 90 years, 3 generations of my family have been providing the highest quality repair service. Insurance companies will refer car owners to lesser quality shops to save money. At Thoreau Auto Body, we provide the highest quality repairs with a lifetime guarantee to maintain the safety and value of your car. That's the quality you deserve. Thoreau Auto Body, our best work goes unnoticed.
Welcome to Joya Spa and Salon in Hamden. Whether you want a new look or the perfect wedding day hair, come to us for complete hair and nail care, cuts, styles, updos, extensions, and beautiful dimensional hair color, as well as manis and pedis, acrylics, gels, and shellac. Treat yourself to a facial, a peel, or microdermabrasion. Relax with a variety of massage techniques, including Swedish and hot stone massage. Joya Spa and Salon. Call today.
I could really go for a Ray and Mike sub right now.
Come to Ray and Mike's and try our Philly chicken and cheese for just over $4. Giant cheesesteak subs and mouth-watering boar's head sandwiches for as low as $4.75. Q cash accepted just a mile down the road on Whitney, here at Ray and Mike's.
A wild week in Bobcats sports.
MJ is here with us to break it all down. MJ?
Thanks, guys. Last Thursday, the Bobcats hosted the newest Division I men's ice hockey team when Arizona State came to Hamden. The Bobcats entered the game at 2-0, while the Sun Devils sported a 1-1 record. Let's check out the action. All right, we'll start in the first period now. Arizona State here in Hamden. Just over 7 minutes into the first period. Thomas Aldworth gets this puck down the right side. Here he comes, screaming down the right. Shoots, top shelf. Look at that. Quinnipiac up, 1-0. Still in the first period now. Arizona State's Garrett Peterson has an open look at the net. Michael Gartig with an easy save. Still 1-0. End of the first now. Bobcats on the power play. Pass this one around and look, tip right to Sam Annis. He's going to drop it off to Travis St. Dennis, but robbed by Arizona State's goaltender. Still 1-0. Beginning of the second period now. Travis St. Denis out front gets absolutely robbed. Excuse me, Sam Annis out front gets absolutely robbed. Still 1-0 Quinnipiac. 6.5 minutes into the first period, you see Thomas Allworth put that one in. Quinnipiac up 2-0. Here now, Soren Janssen to Devon Taves. That's 3-0 Bobcats. Third period action now. Sam Annis shoots so fast the camera can't even catch it. 4-0 Bobcats. Still in the third, Sam Annis comes right back to Landon Smith. He's going to tap it in. Look at that, bats out of the air, but no goal. The referee calls that as a high stick. Bobcats still on the power play, pass this one around. Travis St. Denis on one knee in the corner puts that in. Bobcats go on to win 5-0. The Bobcats took to the ice again on Tuesday. The Bobcats blanked Maine 4-0 with senior goaltender Michael Gartig picking up his second straight shutout in the 13th of his career. Gartig is only the 5th goalie in program history to record 50 wins as a Bobcat. Goals from Chase Prisky, Devon Taves, KJ Tiefenworth, and Tommy Schutt propelled the Bobcats in their win. Prisky recorded his first collegiate goal, and Taves' second period goal earned him the number 5 spot on SportsCenter's top 10 plays of the night. The Quinnipiac women's field hockey team is undefeated through its first 3 conference games for the first time since 2005. Becca Maine's squad is coming off an overtime win at Sacred Heart, where Angie King scored with less than 2 minutes remaining in regulation to force the extra session. Lily Shimo scored twice, including the game winner in overtime. On Sunday, they hosted Siena for Senior Day, defeating the Saints 4-2. Sophomore Felicia Costanzo scored twice for the Bobcats. Savannah Riley and Dana Barlow also put up tallies in the win. Quinnipiac resumes MAC play in New Jersey this weekend. It faces Ryder on Friday and Monmouth on Sunday. We're going to check out the top 5 plays of the week now, so we'll head over to that. I'll take all 5 this week here as I am by myself. So we're going to start with number 5. Field hockey, you'll see in a moment, versus Siena. Siena has a breakaway here. Quinnipiac's Megan Conaboy going to come all the way out, dive, and take out Siena's player. Bobcats go on to win 4-2. Number 4 now, women's soccer versus Manhattan. Manhattan's Erica Modena puts this one in overtime. Give Manhattan the win, 1-0. Number 3 now, men's hockey versus Arizona State. We've already saw this one. Sam Annis gets robbed out front. Great save by Arizona State goalie Rylan Pashevitz. Number 2, field hockey versus Sacred Heart. Lily Shimo standing out front in overtime puts this one in leisurely. Quinnipiac goes on to win 3-2. And the number 1 play for this week in Bobcat sports, men's hockey versus Arizona. We've seen this one before. Thomas Aldworth up the right side. The freshman absolutely snipes here. That's all we have. Don't forget to follow our in-game coverage on Twitter this weekend at Q30 Sports. I'm MJ Baird. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, MJ. Coming up on the Q30 Newscast, Nicole Kessler has this week's edition of Quinnipeople.
Stay with us.
We are your source for entertainment news.
Laser Medica Derma Centers is a new philosophy in skincare for all ages. We are dedicated to offering the most technologically advanced and least invasive skincare treatments. Show your Q card and receive 20% off any procedure. We also provide microdermabrasion and Botox treatments, all performed in a relaxing spa environment. We are conveniently located at 52 Washington Avenue in North Haven, just down the street from Quinnipiac's North Haven campus. Call to schedule a free consultation and find out how Laser Medica can give you smooth, sexy skin all year long.
Welcome back to the Q30 Newscast. One Quinnipiac student is taking her interest in fashion to another level. Jada Nosworthy started her very own fashion blog called The Connecticut Girl.
Q30's Nicole Kessler spoke to Jada about how it all started.
Sitting in a dimly lit dorm room, it may seem like 19-year-old biology student Jada Nosworthy is writing an essay. But in fact, she's actually writing a post for her fashion blog, The Girl from Connecticut.
I started it in January of 2015, and it's like, Mom, Dad, I started a blog. So when I first started, I really didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a camera. I have always loved fashion. Since I was little, I'd always find ways to, stick my foot in someone else's shoe or walk around with their bag, especially my mom. I don't have a sister, so I'd always be in my mom's closet, taking her stuff and saying, Mom, save this for me when I get older. But really, I want to express myself in different ways, and I thought, oh, blogging might be a good way. So I want to put myself out there and express my creativity. I blog because I like to share with everyone, what I'm feeling through my outfits, what I'm enjoying, different products that I really like. And it's fun to share. It's like having this little secret and, just sharing it with everyone and releasing it. It's a good feeling. So I blog about style, like outfits. I have an outfit post. I would say, oh, a berry lip would look good with this, or a winged liner will look good with a high ponytail. As a person, it really has helped me just to find what I really love and what I'm really passionate. Yes, I'm very passionate about the sciences, but it's good to have different passions. And what I learned is that just be who you are, and everything will fall into place.
Wise words from such a young adult. Jada hopes to one day become a pediatrician while continuing her fashion blog on the side.
That's all for this evening's Q30 Newscast.
Stay up to date with all the Quinnipiac news on Twitter at Q30 News.
Thanks for watching.
Have a great night.